bazongas,
Boobs.
tatas,
Breastises.
headlights,
Jugs.
melons.
Udders.
That's what mine feel like right now.
I mean, that's what yours are right now.
Whatever you call them, we're talking about them today.
Yeah, because it's time to give our girls some love. Hey there, and welcome back to One Can Hope. I'm Eleisha.
And I'm Ali, and today we're getting a little boobalicious.
How do you scare a bee?
Booby!
Booby! Dang it. You got the punchline.
Yeah. I know that
It's an
one.
oldie but a goodie. On a more serious note, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Pink October.
So we're here to share some facts and have some fun and
Keep each other uplifted.
yes,
Figuratively and literally.
I like it. All right. The average risk of a woman in the U.S. developing breast cancer in her lifetime is about 13%. So that's a 1 in 8 chance.
Right. It's actually the most common cancer among women in the U.S. except for skin cancers.
About 310,000 new cases of invasive breast cancer will be diagnosed in women this year alone.
Today we'll cover low-waist mammograms, how to host a bra drive, and how to support loved ones who have been diagnosed.
Yeah. So let's dive in.
I've got my swim cap on.
If you're 40 and haven't gotten a mammogram yet, make the appointment.
You've been getting mammograms for years.
Yes. I started when I was in my late 30s because there is a history of cancer in our family. And so I wanted a baseline.
I'm 37. Should I start? I have not had a mammogram.
I would suggest it. We don't carry the BRCA gene. If you do carry the BRCA gene or if your, I think mom maybe carries it, that's something to look into. But yeah, I think regardless, having a baseline is nice to know. This is going to be too much information.
I don't think there's such a thing.
So there's a such thing as dense breasts. Not like dumb. My breasts are very smart.
Oh, have you met Alicia's breasts?
So yeah, it makes it harder to tell and harder to detect.
Oh, interesting.
But so it's another reason why having early detection is great.
Do you think it's allowed if you're nursing a baby?
I have no idea because when it squeezes.
What I'm picturing is milk everywhere. Just.
Yeah, I would picture that too. I don't know how they do that.
I don't either.
Oh, that'd be.
I'm going to have to look into it.
Yeah, and then let all of us know.
I'll give an update.
But something that they don't tell you going in, but that is a really easy way to completely lower the amount of waste that a mammogram creates, is you go in wearing a button-down shirt. Like, this would work.
I would call that a button front in the biz.
What does that mean? You don't call them button-down? Oh. Okay, for anyone listening, Ali used to be a costumer in film and television.
Yes.
Yes. Most notably, the last job was this Colbert
The Late
Show.
Show.
Oh, yeah.
With Stephen Colbert.
Yes, thank you. Which he wears a lot of
button front.
Button front.
Actually. Button down.
Yeah.
As we used to.
As everyone else calls them.
As everyone else. Would always refer to the collar. Like there are button down collars.
Oh, like this part would have a little button.
But we call them button front.
All right.
And it's an important distinction because the job revolved around continuity and making sure everyone was in the same clothes.
And if you're like, oh, he needs a button down.
And they're like,
there were no buttons
there
on
were no
that
button downs.
Front button. What is it? Front.
Button front.
Button front. All right.
Dense boobs.
Rude. Rude.
Anyway, that's so off topic.
Yeah, so basically you wear a front button shirt.
Button front.
But dang it.
Oh, boy.
One of those. You wear one of those. And you don't wear deodorant.
Okay.
And the reason is, so when you walk in, they're like, okay, you're going to take off your clothes and put on this robe.
Okay.
And you need to use these little single-use packages to like wipe the deodorant off.
Oh.
And then you throw that in the trash.
But what's wrong with the robes?
There's nothing wrong with the robes, but they're wrapped in plastic and they have to be laundered.
Oh, okay.
So the amount of water that's used to launder them, as well as you don't know what laundry detergent they're using, if it's got like endocrine disruptors or anything like that.
Biodegradable.
And then, yeah, it's just the fact that there's that plastic bag around it.
Yeah, and this is one of those things that I think seems small, but imagine if
everyone did it.
if every woman just showed up with their own
Well,
shirt.
what's also great is you go in and you're like, oh, I don't need to go into the changing room. I didn't wear a bra. I've got this button front.
Button front. You did it. Progress over perfection is what I like to say.
Got this button front shirt and I'm not wearing deodorant. And they're like, oh, okay. And so you just walk in. It's super fast.
Do they tell you, like, that's helpful?
Every time they're like, oh my gosh, I wish everyone would do
and
this.
that's everyone's dream for the person they're interacting with to be like, wow, you did it right.
Yeah, it feels good.
Oh, wow. Now I really want a mammogram.
It's not great. I mean, it's great in that it's great for early detection and such, but it is not fun.
Okay.
I like to call it my robot boob squeezing day.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I would call it my melon masher.
Oh, good one.
I like more alliteration when
I support that. Oh,
wait a second.
Wait, that's like I meant to do that.
You were telling me, speaking of support, about a foundation called We Support the Girls.
I support the girls.
I support the girls.
I support the girls.org. And so at the Refillery, we do a lot of different collections. And right now we just finished up a bra collection.
Okay.
Basically, it's like new and used bras that we collect, but they have to be like in really good condition, like totally wearable, no rips and stains or anything like that. And then those are collected and given to this group, I Support the Girls.
Okay.
Let me pull up a few things that I wanted to say because I want to make sure that I share all the awesome things that they do. They stand by women, girls, and folks dealing with homelessness, domestic violence, poverty, cancer, and more. They have special kits like dash kits for survivors that are fleeing abusive households or situations, slash kits for transgender and non-binary folks, and flash kits for menopausal individuals.
Do you
Flash,
order
like
them?
a hot flash.
Oh, that's funny. Hot flash.
I knew you would like that.
Do you order the kits or they're sent to the people who need those things?
They're sent to the people who need them.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a really cool organization.
Yeah.
And
amazing.
so you're hosting bra drives at the Refillery.
Right. And then those bras a volunteer collects them and then mails them to I Support the Girls.
Could you host one at your own home? Like, could I host one?
Okay, yes, listen to this. So during the pandemic, they built out a Vangina that delivered...
Vangina.
Yeah, it delivered over 500,000 products to organizations across 12 states and 31 cities.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And so...
Did the Vangina pick them up from people's homes?
It was one of those things where you would still mail in the bras, but then the Vangina like traveled across the country.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think they also must have picked up because it says I break for bras on the Vangina.
Oh, that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
And depending on where you live, you can actually have the Vangina come to a bra drive if you're hosting one.
Do you think it's decorated like a vagina? Probably not.
It is not. I have seen pictures and it is not.
Is it pink?
It's like, I don't remember.
Okay,
But
because
I definitely wasn't like, that looks like a vagina.
okay, because here's what I'm picturing two things.
Oh, no.
One
I'm
is-
nervous. I'm so nervous where this is going.
You know the Dumb and Dumber
Yes. The
van?
dog?
The dog. Wait,
The big furry dog?
I'm picturing something like that, but also the Patch Adams when he decorates the ward for the.
What is happening right now? No.
It's two legs, and you enter. It's like the gynecology.
Oh, I do remember this. No.
Okay, missed opportunity is all I'm saying.
We should call them.
Okay, that's very cool, and I am feeling pumped up about hosting a bra drive. You could call it like a breast friends forever party or something.
They actually mentioned like having like a Mardi Bra.
That's cute. Or barbecue.
Barbecue. Yes.
And you could invite all your friends to bring bras
Yeah.
and have a charboobery board. I'm gonna set this up so that you don't have to. Here you go. You've got two big wheels of brie, and then pepperonis, and then like
No.
raspberries.
Oh my goodness.
It's cute.
pepperonis and raspberries. That doesn't seem like it
Okay.
would taste good together.
You're obviously not eating what a toddler eats. So, sorry about
Guilty.
that. Also, you could do like pink cocktails
Yes.
or pink
Or
lemonade.
mocktails.
Mocktails. And then a playlist. Every party has to have a playlist.
Gotta have a playlist.
Let's hear it for the girls. Is it let's hear it for the girls or boys?
Let's hear it for the girls.
Right? No, let's hear it for the boys. That's not...
Oh yeah, no, that's
Okay,
not it.
wait,
No.
don't put that on the playlist.
No.
This is not about them. Okay? How about... So you have to have a playlist. Every party needs a playlist.
Yes.
Girls just want to have fun. Mm-hmm. I will lift you up. You know what? We will make a more complete playlist for you so that you don't have to and put it on our Spotify.
Ooh, yes.
So that if you're planning on hosting
A bra drive.
a barbecue, we're making it as easy as possible. I've already told you how to do the charboobery play board.
It is funny because you're kind of gonna have to walk a tight line with like all the boobs of like the bachelor party. Like you don't want to go full on bachelor party.
Why
look.
don't you?
Oh, maybe we do.
Yeah. Oh,
All
knockers.
boobs all the time.
Knockers is another name that I thought of that I couldn't think of earlier.
Ooh, you could knock on doors and ask if they have any bras.
Wait.
Door to door bra drive.
Knocking for knockers. One final part of the party. As people are leaving, you say ta-ta. To seal it.
Yeah, I like good. This is good. This is great. I would go to this party.
Good, because I don't have a lot of friends and I'm going to need you there. Let's talk about supporting someone who has been diagnosed with breast cancer.
In both of our lives, we have people who have recently been diagnosed and have either undergone procedures or are about to. It's something that is not to be taken lightly and to be as respectful as possible. For me, one of the things that I like to do is give them something unscented, like a lotion and a lip balm. That
You
kind
said
of
people come into the refillery, right? That
yes, because all of our products have no harmful chemicals and things like that. A lot of people will start to, whenever they've been diagnosed, will start at the suggestion of their doctor, changing their personal care products and things to where they are more sustainable, but really just no endocrine disruptors.
Right.
None of the, the phthalates and the sulfates and all the things that we have since learned are just really not good for you and can trigger different genes that create cancer in your body.
right. So lotions.
Unscented lotion, especially if they're starting to go into like chemotherapy or anything like that, because sometimes they can't really deal with scents very well.
Okay.
It's too much. And then also it can be really drying.
Yeah. So lip balm would maybe
Yeah,
be.
things like that. Yeah, and you can always ask if there's anything the person needs. I think it's tricky. I don't know. For me, I'm really bad at anticipating the needs of a person. But like if someone were to ask like, hey, could you do this? I would do it in a second.
Right. And maybe offer specifics like help with childcare or housework or...
Yeah. Or like meals, right? You could say, listen, I'd like to make a meal for you. Do you have any dietary restrictions?
Right.
And you say, like, I want to make a meal for you on Tuesday. Do you have any dietary restrictions? And that way they're able to like not have to ask or not have to think about asking you.
Right.
And they can always say, oh, I don't need a meal. But if they do, it's a really easy way for them to be like, oh, that'd be great. I don't have any dietary
restrictions. And say like, don't clean it. I don't even have to come in. I can leave it at your doorstep. You can put it outside the door.
Or we can have it together. Like,
we can have, what is going to be best for you.
Yeah. Low pressure.
Low pressure. And also, don't announce someone else's diagnosis.
Oh, yeah. Like if they haven't made it public.
Right.
Yeah, definitely don't be.
That is not your place or
private.
Responsibility. Mm-hmm. And just let them know they're not alone. Mm-hmm. Like sending a text. Calling, never with the expectation of a response, just hey, I'm thinking about you. Mm-hmm. I'm always here, whatever you need. It's obviously an incredibly hard thing to go through.
Yeah.
And having any kind of support, whether it be emotional or physical, is going to help.
Yeah, and as we learned in the beginning of this episode, 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed. So you're more than likely going to have someone that you know go through it. And so it's a great thing to be prepared and to think about. And again, early detection is key. If you can, get your mammograms.
Yep. And the foundation, I Support the Girls, does do collections for people who have been diagnosed with breast cancer. So that's another great way to support people in that way. Well, that's all for today. We covered a lot of ground, everything from low-waist mammograms to throwing the punniest party.
Yes, and just remembering that supporting each other can be really impactful.
Right. So go schedule that melon masher. Start planning the barbecue.
Yeah, and keep lifting each other up.
I feel like that's the end of the episode. So ta-ta.
And we'll see you next time.
One can hope.
One can hope.